Good morning. So, just about to head off to our morning session, which is at 7 a.m. But before that, just wanted to talk about how everyone, before you have a baby, etc., and I see myself doing it now, it's almost like, oh, your life will change forever. Like, and it's so true. But you can't really know or prepare for it, no matter how many episodes of One Born Every Minute, how many parent books you read, or half celebrity mummies you follow on, or daddies, on Instagram. Nothing really prepares you for it. And in fact, the more you read about it, probably the more fuel it has on your fear about, oh, can I do this, etc. And the harder it kind of makes it. Now, the reason I bring this up is there's more information than ever right now. On your phone, you're getting, eat less carbs, vote Brexit, all this stuff. Buy this diet book, another one telling you more stuff about raw food and the latest thing. Now, the problem with this is we got so good at filtering out wide with information that we don't really kind of go deep with it and implement it and see what works. And it's very easy now to jump to the next thing because there's so many things going at you. Whereas if we didn't have as much information, sometimes we'd actually just try it for a little bit longer. Sometimes that's actually the secret. And the reason I bring this up is why you see things like at the moment, like, oh, vitamin D is now no good for you. Eggs aren't any good for you, or they're causing diabetes, and then 1 minute eggs are good for you. The problem is the more you're reading sometimes, the harder it becomes. Okay, so here what I want you to think about is, are you doing these three basic things? Because everything else kind of is the cherry on top, the scarf on the snowman, if you like. Number one is your food in terms of calories. Okay, calorie deficit is what matters with fat loss, like an energy balance, right? Now, I know most people know that, but that is the key thing. And whether you eat breakfast or not always depends on this thing. What suits you best is what you need to consider. So if you don't need to eat breakfast, if it means that you end up eating more, okay? Number two, and probably the most important, is your mindset, how you think, okay? So if you have a so-called bad food that has been drilled into you before, does this make you go into kind of effort mode a bit? Do you think, oh, sod it? When you actually look at it, for example, a Snickers bar is just like eating a banana and an apple. It's not the end of the world, okay? Number three is your fitness. Have you moved today? Because that completely changes your state, how you think, how you respond to situation, your energy levels. Like, if there was a drug that did what fitness, movement did, you'd be kind of sorted, right? But my point today is that there is so much information out there. Keep it simple, because the more complicated you make it, the more excuse and reason you give yourself not to do it. It can be complicated if you make it complicated, but take care of them three things. I guarantee you'll be closer to where you want to be. Okay, you can wait for that next magic diet that will come out, but in all honesty, it's not going to exist. Okay, so implement one thing today. So whether that's you're going to do a 5-minute home workout, or you're going to walk a bit further, you're going to drink water, glass of water every 2 hours today. Try it. See how it affects your energy. Just add one thing in that food, fitness focus. So maybe you try Headspace. Try Headspace. 5 minutes, the app. See how you feel. I always say try it for 7 days, then make a conclusion rather than going, nah, this is rubbish. So, I hope that helps, and just remember, no matter how many episodes of One Born Every Minute you watch, nothing will ever prepare you for it. So you might as well just get started with it. There's never a perfect time. Get started today. Any questions? Do let me know. I'm off for our session today, which is got some interesting song challenges, but yeah, all good. We also have benchmark week, which is where we kind of see how far we've come, because this is all about you versus you. Any questions? Do let me know. Speak soon.